We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready up. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Complete to Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the counter, it's Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Haywood.
From the 29, Darnold, a little juke into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watch the call, lady. Check the touch.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 23-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check. Fresno. Ladies. Mike 55. Hey, Echo. Hey, check Mike. Watching the 5. Hey, here we go. Check 55. Check 55.
Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky.
2nd and 11. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Patterson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Crowder now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
57 to Mike. Watch the slip. Shoot.
They start the drive with Crowder. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Back to throw. Patterson. And he finds McDonald. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. Go! Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got it. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, Patterson. Open man is Switzer, complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
and now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Connor. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set, 8, read. Hey, wahoo! Slam! They go.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's out right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 55. What we got?
To throw is Darnold. Anuno's got it, complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And it's a fumble. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run with Smallwood. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First down and goal to go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets have taken the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
64, wait. Check. Alert flat. Hey, exit. Ready.
A final shot before break. Patterson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy it.
And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try to counter with Dixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Switzer. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Yeah, the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Connor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? 60-or. 65. 65. Get it.
Back to throw. Patterson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Patterson. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Dixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got him. Check 4, check 4. Red,
Here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Kill, turn it up. Hey, Delta.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Open man left side, that's the tight end, Herndon. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing again is Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. McCoy, sharp move but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1. Hey, do.
2nd and 6. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Matchbox light. Hey, watch it.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Connor looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check out.
Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Go! 18 Gator. X3. 218, chop it. Hey, box chop, box chop. Check 13. Check 5.
Following the fumble recovery, Patterson throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. He's at the 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Darnold now to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
He's back to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Switch it. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to throw. Patterson. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Down. Hands too soft. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
On 1st down, Patterson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Steelers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now. Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8, read. Check, 59. Here we go.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he's able to take this one up to the 30. Five-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
10 Lobo. I got one.
On second down now, it's Lindsay. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
18 Gator. 6-6. Pull it high.
Block going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Brings up second and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch out, watch out. Tighten up.
First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Keep it up, guys.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They'll run on first down. Cohen, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, we got to get this stop here. Lock in.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. speechless. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson, 8th overall. He nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To try again after the sack. Block. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Airing it out for Hamilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Bears push further out in front. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's locked. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. And an update from out west in Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 45 on second down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on. 180. Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Cohen. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 51 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Matt Wild now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Topper! Hey, Alpha! Get it!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 2, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Go!
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on! Now!
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Come on, set! 60 yards! Yeah, right there. Hey, let's get in them holes!
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And McManus able to put it through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Trubisky now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
On first down, it's Cohen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Chicago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might... expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. They go play action. Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's third down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
General West.
Watch that. Showing it.
Deep grip.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Protein spell. Get.
On first down, it's Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing now is Locke. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They try again with Cohen. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
6-6. Pull it high.
Hey, switch gears. Shoot. Check 31. Safe.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Got it.
So
Go.
first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Charlie.
Block now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Hey, center.
Block now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ready to go. Fire.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Now Locke again. He's going to let it fly. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Locke now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
30 base.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Locke looks to throw it again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
180. Mike 47. I want that. Give it up.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Just like that. Just like that.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.